Afternoon. So I was watching YouTube last night, and I was watching a video of one of my favorite relationship coaches, and a woman left a comment while she was recording the video. And this woman left a comment saying, if you're emotionally hungry, you'll eat anything. And I had to rewind it because it just hit me. And I've thought about that before, but just the truth in that statement, if you're emotionally hungry, you'll eat anything. And the video was about attracting emotionally unavailable partners. And so that's what that comment was in reference to. And it just got me thinking about why we attract certain patterns, certain partners, certain relationships when we're love-starved, when we're starved for love, because we're not sourcing it ourselves, when we're self-neglecting and we're outsourcing our safety to other people, we're outsourcing our power, we're outsourcing our worthiness. And when we're starved, when we're emotionally starved, when we're starved for intimacy, we're starved for connection, our standards are low. It's like that statement, beggars can't be choosers. So we're not choosing when we're emotionally hungry, we're taking whatever is in front of us. Whether that's breadcrumbs, unavailability, inconsistency. And we're polarizing with men or lovers who have nothing to give because we're sending out this signal that we're emotionally hungry and that we're love-starved. And what I see with women, and I've seen this in myself, is that when these dynamics are playing out, our wounded little girl is triggered. And our little girl thinks that this is love because it feels familiar, because it triggers an emotion from childhood, because we're on that cycle of low and high and low and high, where we're getting a hit and then it's been taken away, we're getting a hit and then it's been taken away. And our body, our system is overwhelmed with adrenaline and it feels exciting. All this desire and lust. And we think that it's love. We think that it's passion. It's soulmates, it's twin flames. And it's actually an addiction. Because we're so emotionally hungry that we're addicted to the cycle of unavailability, of the unobtainable, of the in and the out, high, low, high, low. And when we're connecting with people who are available, who are open, We're not on this high and low cycle. We're not on the roller coaster. And so we question, is it love? Am I even attracted to this person? Because we're addicted to the emotional unavailability. Because we're love-starved. We're hungry. And so our standards are low. And when we're emotionally full, we have high standards. Because we're not seeking or needing. We're more discerning. We're in integrity. Because there's no reason to settle. And so if something's off, if it doesn't feel in alignment, and we know that deep down we desire more and that we deserve more, we're going to act on that. We're going to be in integrity with that. Without making him the problem or him the cause. We're going to stay true to ourselves because we're full. We're not dependent on external fixes. And I was thinking about the feminine archetypes that this can play out with. And one of them is the cool girl. And so the cool girl is the archetype who disowns her emotions and her vulnerability because she believes that it makes her more valuable to not need anything. She believes that her value is rooted in her being thick-skinned and strong and aloof. And the cool girl is often starving because she denies her needs. She denies her softness. And so she ends up getting nothing. Or she ends up getting breadcrumbs. She usually appears quite masculine outwardly because she's often the one controlling the relationship or over-giving or leaning forward. And so she tends to polarize with men who are leaning back or retracting. But deep down, she's vulnerable, she's tender, she's needy. But she won't allow herself to be seen in that. And so she overcompensates by appearing cool and aloof as a way to protect herself, as a way to shield her heart. And so a way to know if you're emotionally hungry is to look at what you're attracting. Is to look at what relationships you're creating. Because if you're polarizing with men who feel unavailable, inconsistent, you're being ghosted, then it's because you're signaling that you're emotionally hungry. We're always magnetizing something. We're always creating something. It's just a case of if it's something that we want or something we don't want. And so even if you're single and you feel like you're not really engaging with men or you're not really having much romantic interaction or whatever it is, you're creating that for a reason. Whether it's because it feels safer, because of what you're choosing to believe, because of the stories that you're running. We're always magnetizing something. And the more full we are, the more self-fulfilling, the more we can receive, because we're coming from a full cup. I think that's all. And my battery's about to die. But if I'm speaking to you right now, if this is something that is a challenge for you, then you might want to get in on Love Like a Queen. And Love Like a Queen is my 2-month group course for women who want to love deeply and stay in their power. For women who want to heal their codependency, abandonment, rejection wounds. For women who want to create space for a soul-aligned, fulfilling relationship. For women who want to harness their innate feminine magnetism so that they can receive from the masculine. So they can receive more pleasure, intimacy, and connection. Thank you for tuning in. I will put the link to Love Like a Queen in the comments so you can check out the information. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about the course or what I'm offering. Yeah, and if you're watching now, please give this video a like and share your thoughts. If I'm speaking to you and you've had these experiences, I'd love to hear from you if you're open to sharing. Thank you for tuning in, and I love you lots.